back again, and you, for a grand reopening. More streaming, more Uncharted 4 Lost Legacy. Actually, I don't think it has a number. I think they just, like, kept her away. Which is kind of weird. But then again, I'm not that bothered because this game is so freaking awesome. It doesn't really matter if it has a number or not. Welcome in, everyone. This is me, Chris Nephilim, once again streaming from my living room. My papa is just munching on something, so forgive me if there will be any noises. He's munching a snack that he's been carrying with him for like past 2 months, and just now we realized that it's edible. So there we go. And I am having a chill day, just doing some Star Trek, doing some chores. Needed to do some stuff that I kind of neglected for over the past few weeks. Had an interesting phone call from work, which might evolve into something good, possibly, which is unusual, I know, especially for my line of work. But here we go. That's probably going to happen, or not. I don't know. Just sipping some fruit tea, and actually it's more like a vanilla tea. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't have the label anymore, but it's great. God, I miss playing this game. Hey Nate, good to see you again. Coming down with something, but at least managed to get first therapy appointment done this morning. Great. Great. I'm glad that you're looking after yourself. Really good to see you, that you're still up and running, up and about. Actually, let me just transition to the live scene. And I will just simply continue the Western Ghats. God, I miss this game. I should probably play it more often. I mean, just outside of streaming, but yeah, I had to. I know I promised earlier on that I will probably go back to The Last of Us, but I mean, the part 1, but no, this needed to be played now because I craved it more than the other ones. Oh god. I'm sure you will. I'm pretty sure you will. You were a tough one. Even if you don't feel tough, I think you are. Either way, we'll probably have some good news at the beginning of next week. Stay tuned. I don't remember. Did I climb this tower? That is a very good question because I don't know. I think I did actually, now that I look, because you don't see the elevator until you actually find the thing at the top. So that's done. My god, I forgot how beautiful this game is. So where do we go next? We have 3 towers and at least 1 question mark. We don't know where it leads to, but it would be a good point to look. If I remember correctly, there was a lot of collectibles here, so still a lot to look for. Okay, she doesn't cause any sound in this water when she's walking. Interesting. Definitely not going through here. The mud will let me go up down. What's this now?
Right, you're the military expert. What's Asav's strategy here?
He's spread out his men, hoping to stop us in our tracks. Not what I would do.
Sorry, I need a moment.
She could come with you. Hello. That is made of metal. There is some sort of mechanism, but for some reason she doesn't seem interested. Oh, that is interesting. I mean, oh my god, what am I talking about? She doesn't seem interested. That's interesting. Okay. Curious. What does trigger it? Doesn't seem to be any mechanism here. I'll get her interested. I do remember at some point you get to operate this, but I don't know when. Is it like right now, or do I need to do something else? Ooh. Camera clip through map. I have no clue actually.
All right. And we were talking about...
You were saying something about Asav?
Oh, right. He spread out his men, hoping to stop us in our tracks. Not what I would do.
So what would you do if you were Asav?
Besides lose the beard, hang back, let you do the heavy lifting, then swoop in and grab up the task once you've done all the hard work.
Devious?
Practical. Mitigates a lot of risks.
Lucky you're on my team.
Yeah, you are. I'm a little surprised Asav's not doing the same thing. Maybe his expert knows more than we think.
Right. All the more reason to wrap this up quickly then.
My god, is this game gorgeous or what? I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely just love running about. Oops.
Give me a second.
Alright, let's
I
see
can
what
wait.
we've got here.
There! Hooray for physics. Great.
clear the site, then take a position until a Saab arrives. It better hurry. It's hot, and we're losing shade. I am certain your comfort is its highest priority.
All right.
And where are you? Oh, there you are.
You cannot hide. I see that 4x4. Come on. Look around, people. Where did you go?
Oh, golly. Straight into fighting, huh? I was hoping for some peaceful exploration, but I guess we're not getting any. Not today, anyway. Can't say I like it.
Left side, left side.
Oh no. Trying to call my tits and you're not helping, Nadine. You're really not helping. There's quite a lot of them, really. Can't say I enjoy the unnecessary firefight.
I have nothing. Found anything? My area is clear. Search there. I will check here. Sure.
Where'd they go? Why didn't they go down?
I'm clear. You? Nothing here either. Look over there. I'm checking here. Sure thing.
I got a silenced weapon. Totally forgot I picked it up. Forgot I can mark them.
Look, on your right.
Yeah. He's not coming down. He's not a threat. Hopefully. I wish this grass was a bit
Nothing here.
higher.
You? I have nothing. Go
A
check
little
there.
bit
I will look
taller,
here.
to be
Got it.
honest. Hmm. You saw nothing.
Got one down over here. Safety's off. Spread out and look.
Oh shit. They're coming this way, aren't they? What do we do? What do we do? I don't want to do an open fight. I hate firefights. I should probably live a little bit. shit.
No sign of them. Anything?
Clear so far.
Okay, you go that way. I'll look this way.
Be careful.
Oh god. And there's more of them on the same level. Is there a way to get to them without actually alerting everyone else? Prefer to pick them up one by one, but I've just made a circle and take just one guy down.
You have anything? I had no luck.
Damn, nothing.
You check there, I'll search here.
Okay.
Where do we go? How do we clear this out stealthily? Why they are so close to one another? Should I throw a grenade? Yeah,
I
I'm
have
gonna throw a
nothing.
grenade.
Go, 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 go! Watch yourselves.
Well, that's one way to do it. Arrowhead.
Okay, all clear.
So, find anything down there?
Just a token of some kind. Old Hoysala thingy. Think we need it? Need? Probably not. Want? Definitely.
God, I love Claudia Black. She's so cool in this game. I mean, she's always been like, to me, she's been the best character of all. She was just after her own thing. Those are peacocks. I wonder if we can see peacocks here. I think I'll take a normal pistol. The silence thing had only 17 bullets, this one has 50, that's always better. That's not how I left the Jeep.
The Sov's still got this place covered.
Seems that way.
Well, here goes nothing.
Wrong weapon. More sneaky, sneaky stuff. Alright. Challenge accepted. Could have been a more intuitive way to mark enemies without actually pointing at them with the arrow. Goodbye. He has a sniper rifle. I hate sniper rifles. Whoever invented those should really rot in hell. It's one thing to invent guns, but sniper rifles is just evil. It's funny that he didn't see me.
See what's inside for ourselves.
So that was a almost painful fall.
Liar girl. Always telling us what we should and shouldn't do. I am tired of picking through the scraps.
Justice requires patience, brother. And a good deal of money. Yes, that too.
Oh, so you're on his side now.
I am on the side of logic.
Since when these people follow logic? Mercenaries don't follow logic, they follow greed. Wherever they're from.
Shit. What was that?
Uh-oh.
Nothing.
Obviously it was nothing. Jumping at shadows, what about God? What's the other side look like? Now it's even worse.
What's that?
Absolutely nothing. But if you need to investigate it, I'll be happy to oblige.
Nothing here.
Or not. Seems like he wasn't interested that much.
Hey! They are here!
Sniper, get down!
I know I saw it.
Guy down here!
I don't think they see us.
Yeah, that's the idea, actually. Yeah, welcome, hey there, Spitfire. How are you doing?
He's on your
Back again, and you? A grand reopening, I assume. Oh wait, that's the wrong game. Oh, never mind. Anyway, how are you? How's it going? It's just that I got, you know, I'm still controlling a woman and she's a badass, and I just kind of felt like I was back in Tomb Raider 1. Yeah, well, I'm always like keeping up with my schedule. I was hoping to stream something earlier today, but I actually got caught up in something, so just kept it for the evening, afternoon. I mean, my time. Obviously, you're in the past. You're so eager to find me. You didn't even look around yourself. Dickhead. And there was another sniper here. Well, I wish we never uncovered secrets of time travel. It'd be very messy if we started meddling in things like causality paradox and all that kind of stuff. It'd be very unhealthy for our brains, not to mention for our future and the past. We could undo an entire civilization if we weren't careful. But I'm babbling. How was your day? I mean, your day probably has been on for a few hours. How's it been so far? Great. And great that it's out of the way. Hello. Goodbye. It's been nice knowing you. Actually not.
All clear.
Let's see what we've got here.
Yeah, these ruins look promising.
Don't recognize this. It's not one of the 3 symbols.
We should stay focused.
Ever say no to a chance to make some extra cash?
It's funny that she actually, the way she carries it underlines that it's heavy.
Let's see what they've rigged up in there. Someone went to a lot of trouble to hide this.
And now we're going to all this trouble to find this.
Hope that was productive.
Found another token.
Has it got anything to do with the task?
Don't think so.
Well, no harm. So long as we hit all the forts you marked in the tower.
I keep forgetting how this game is absolutely gorgeous and smashing and just so nice to look at. Something tells me it's not the way to go. Oh, come on. So much mud. Simple road, but what's interesting is that these blocks are moving when the car is getting on them. That's interesting.
Whoa. Incredible.
You got that right. Want a closer look?
Sure.
Oh, this looks like something.
Magnificent. How long do you suppose it takes to carve something like this?
Years. Decades, even. The Hoysala certainly did have a knack for stonework.
And the war, it seems.
That too. They must have made these to commemorate their victories against the Persians.
Looks like they put up a good fight.
They did. Pity it didn't last. But their loss is our gain, right?
That carving looks familiar.
Yes, it's the same symbols on our disc.
Must mean we're close, right?
It's gotta mean something. Hopefully finding these symbols will give us some answers.
Yeah.
Is Nadine supposed to be South African or Australian? Because her accent is weird. Oh man, look at this. That's some good views out there. There's nothing we can do it here right now.
That was lovely.
Agreed.
Yeah. Alrighty, let's roll.
God, I keep staring at things around. This game is just so incredibly god. It's like a piece of art, really. Just create a game that looks like this. What's this?
I'll be right back. You got it.
What is that? Is that a secret or something? Probably a treasure which I might have already found, but I don't recall like doing this last week or anything. Okay, how do I get out of here? Excuse me, game, I'm kinda trapped. Game. Oh. That did not look climbable.
Time to go.
That's the main tower. Jesus, that's very uncomfortable riding. What's this now?
Sit tight.
Sure, go ahead.
Sit tight. Hello, what have we here? So that's trident. Isn't trident like more Greek or something? Oh, wait. This is where I've already been. Okay. I just never noticed the statue.
Let's go.
What? Damn, I just... There's so much room to explore, there's so much places. I'm kinda lost, I have lost the sense of direction actually.
Over there, in that cliff wall. See that archway? Looks intact.
Yeah, it feels like a hub, but less constricted, like it doesn't feel like it's
You coming
blocking
with?
you to go
Feel like stretching
anywhere.
my legs.
Rightio.
It doesn't feel like it's limiting you to do almost anything. You feel like you can go anywhere you like.
What is this place?
You got me.
Oh.
Fraser,
I know.
over here. Look,
What? What is it?
monkeys.
I
You
can
seem
see them.
excited.
I like monkeys.
Looks like there's something in the structure there.
Yeah, monkeys.
Besides monkeys. What have we here? Let's see.
Oh,
Is it just me, or does that look like a map?
Looks like our map.
Huh. I'll just jot that down. Another token for my collection.
What about the symbols up there?
Symbols? There's a slot. Just the right size for a token. Let's give it a whirl.
They filled up the spots on the map.
Yeah. Wonder what happens if we find them all.
I know. I've already completed this. And what's
This
funny
going
is
to
that
help us get the task?
this is kind of like a
Don't
new
think so,
game plus
but
thing.
Extra cash. Right.
those figures must be the old Hoysala kings. 11 all in all.
You can actually carry. That's the bracelet she has on her right wrist. It glows when you're close to a treasure, which kind of saves the ability, gives you the ability to locate treasures easy. Also, it's supposed to, because I haven't found all of them in this game.
No hitchhikers. Shoot.
Oh,
Griffin
What, you want them shitting all over the
677.
seat?
Thank you for the raid. Welcome in.
looks safe.
Smells safe. Let's go.
Welcome in. What were you playing? Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. Ooh, I've never played that. I hear this is a long-running game from Ubisoft. It's like a game service thing that it gets like year 1, year 2, year 3 DLCs or something like this. I've never played this actually, but I do like the Tom Clancy series. I played some of those games. I was especially fond of the Splinter Cell series. Welcome in. What brings you here? How are you doing? How was your stream? Yeah, I'm definitely going to play some Splinter Cell on my streams. I don't know if I still have it, but I used to have Double Agent. I do still have Conviction.
Watch out.
And still
The
have
rebels might be here
Bloodlist,
already.
Blacklist, which is on my Xbox. They did receive an upgrade. I did receive an upgrade for Xbox One X, which I have, which I'm usually playing on when it comes to the Xbox games. So it will have probably high resolution, higher shadows and all that kind of stuff.
The motif here matches the giant
Blacklist
relief we saw
is,
earlier.
you know, it
We're
felt like
definitely in
it's
the right
like
place.
like a homage to the classics with the twist of the new mechanics that they wanted to add. Oh, thanks Griffin for the follow. Welcome in. I really appreciate you.
Hey, look.
Yeah, well,
Shiva's axe
definitely you
matches
need to
the
come by
symbol
when
in
I'm
the
playing,
tower.
Splinter Cell at some
Shiva.
point. I have
It was
not
the god
yet
of
decided
destruction,
when.
right?
There's
Yes.
a couple of things in my
But
schedule
maybe
for
not the way you're
next
thinking.
2 weeks or so, but yeah, I will
Not
definitely go into
literal
more stealth
destruction then?
games as well because
That,
I love
but also in a more
stealth. I did-
positive sense,
I'm
like
not sure if you
losing
played
the
Chaos
ego,
Theory,
ditching bad habits.
I think that was the
Shedding
pinnacle
old
of
attachments.
the technology and story was absolutely awesome. Oh, right, I need the winch. Yeah, Chaos Theory is absolutely smashing. If you like the first two, then you should probably go back and replay it. It also had an awesome co-op mode, which I played to death. I mean, like, I played the co-op mode like crazy.
This should do the
because
trick.
it was happening in, like, between the main story sections and... Jesus, Nadine, do you have to? And it just really showed that they thought the story through very nicely. Yeah, co-op is something that's not very common, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around why. Because co-op is so much fun. You could do couch co-op in many games on Nintendo Switch, but not many AAA games that do co-op on any of the larger titles, and it's kind of shameful because I
Okay.
think that's not a properly
Going.
explored.
Going.
Let's get inside.
It's not properly explored genre.
What do you
I
suppose this place
definitely
was?
Hard
would
to
love
say.
to have more games that
fortress?
have co-op mode.
Not the right layout for a temple.
Properly developed, not just like a throw-in additional just to extend the gameplay, but like content for it, you know, like dedicated content, something that's happening behind the
we go.
scenes of the main story, like it did happen in Splinter Cell. I actually, if you ever played or if you ever intend to co-op modes,
Salah
on
versus
Splinter
the
Cell
Titan.
Blacklist and Conviction
seem like a
actually
fair fight.
also fills the
Salah
story
won,
behind
actually.
the main game.
He was
so
protecting his guru and killed the
it's
animal
nicely
in one blow.
intertwined. But then again,
It's where the name Hoysala comes from. Hoi, meaning strike, in their language.
Interesting. Let's
Splinter
keep
Cell
moving.
Conviction came in
Right.
2010, so the game is old in today's standard. It's 11 years old, so it definitely was long time ago, and Ubisoft was a completely different company back then. Now they're just a bunch of greedy assholes. That's lovely. Can I just jump over?
No! Oh!
You all right, Fraser?
Yep, fine.
Bleh.
Come on down.
I actually have not played a lot of Far Cry. The last one I played was 3.
Now what?
The whole complex is flooded. Let's find a way out.
Never got invested into later games. I can't remember if I actually finished Far Cry 3, but it's just because I'm not fond of shooters. It's just like I don't play a lot of shooters, first-person shooters, because it's just not my thing. One of the few games that are first-person shooters would be like Metro series, and what was the other one? Oh, and I enjoyed immensely Battlefield 1, but that was ages ago. I don't play those games anymore. I mean, Metro, yeah, I do play it from time to time, but it's because there is very cool story behind it. Is she gonna swim here, or what? Oh, there she is. She's gonna starting to worry she's gonna like drown or something.
They've left their climbing gear.
I actually didn't know that Far Cry had any co-op.
They should come in handy.
Correction. Our climbing gear. Oh, God, a bit hard on the wrists.
I doubt Nadine would make that complaint. Complaint. Why did I even try to use the Python, really? Now this reminds me of Shadow of the Tomb Raider, except...
No, that's not right. Run back to the start and try again.
What the? What the? They are right here!
Yeah, I kinda noticed.
We'll stay for interfering.
Jesus, they're so fucking trigger happy.
Go! Check it out!
To the right.
Shit! Where did they go? Start a search!
Where did they go?
Hang on.
Shut up.
Too close.
You too. Damn, they're blind. Yeah, definitely. That's one of the reasons why I actually enjoyed playing Metro series.
What the?
Especially that I love the books, and I was very invested
Guy
in the
down
books.
over here!
So that was one of the reasons.
Right, we lost them.
Not for long. No one's awake. Of course. Oh shit. Basically, most frequently you will see me playing third-person perspective games. I don't know, I just find it more pleasing. Ooh, nice bang to the head. Yeah, I never could... Actually, I just said I love playing third-person perspective games, but never could actually get through Red Dead Redemption 2. It had just too many tedious mechanics that annoyed me. Hello. Oh shit. She's good at net breaking. I wish breaking someone's neck was as easy as they show it in video games. It's not an easy thing. You need to know exactly what you're doing. Not that I have any experience, but I've seen some experts saying that video games are not depicting it in the best possible manner. She makes it look like it's, you know, cracking an egg or something. It requires strength, but also proper technique. Oh yeah, jump on your head. Yeah, do a dive jump to a rock. Yeah, I kind of regret never getting too much into it, but yeah, the mechanics really put me off. They really kept me away from the game, and I just couldn't get over them. Especially the tediousness of some of them. I just prefer when the story is focused on the story. Like, it's like you were trying to do The Last of Us, but make the characters even have to work for even more tedious things. Like they have to care about even more stuff. Like, I don't know, cleaning the weapons frequently because they get, I don't know, rusty or something. Fire for warmth and all that kind of stuff. If they added too much simulation into it, that's how I felt when playing Red Dead Redemption 2. So it's kind of just, yeah, exactly. It's leveraged, but the way she does it, it's neither of them. It's just like, yeah, she just puts her arm around his head, and it's just like, yeah, there's you hear a crack, and that's all. Ooh,
Oh my!
Golly, I hate this
What the
riddle.
hell is this?
We'll find out soon enough. Okay, let's see what this does.
That statue moved.
Well, I'll be
shit
going to
show
hell.
off.
That's elaborate. Oh shit!
Statue moved again. Careful.
I don't like the looks of this.
Oh, you can't jump crooked. That's cheating. Well, thank you for making it work, Nadine. At least sometimes you're useful. Oh shit.
That was close.
Chloe, what the fuck are you doing? I pointed the direction and you jumped just in the same place you were standing. Jesus Christ. God fucking damn it.
Ah! Near miss there.
Now you can fuck yourself.
All right. I think that did it. Come on over.
Coming.
That's convenient that it blocks for her. Wish I had that luxury. Instead of putting my head up to a task of getting my head chopped off. Oh my god, this looks like a picture hanging on the wall, not a video game. When did video games become artistically beautiful?
Oh my god.
I know, right? Much appreciated, Griffin. I will make a point to reciprocate the follow, just in case. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for staying a while. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope to see you again, maybe on your stream next time, depending if I will be in. I'm not sure what time zone you're from. It's 8:30 o'clock almost PM over here, so might be in a different time zone. Where did I go? I think here. Oh no, another.
Oh, for goodness sake.
I was gonna say.
3 statues with 2 different symbols now. A star and rings.
They're all Hoysala sun symbols, but I like your descriptions better.
Okay, let's get our head chopped off again. There will be few statues moving, so that's gonna be interesting. Oh, welcome, Imagine ECL. Welcome in. Try to not get my head chopped off.
Close shave!
Yeah, welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you're doing good. And the coffee sits you on your
Okay, so far so good.
feet. Oh god, I hate this riddle so much. How they move? Oh shit.
Son of a bitch.
Why did I jump to the previous one? God damn it. God damn it. I don't remember how you tackle this one, so I'm just doing
That would
trial
have
and error
hurt.
again.
Onwards. Almost there.
Okay, made it.
Right,
Should
got it.
deactivate them.
Come on over.
Copy that.
If you're talking about Spitfire, yeah, he tends to be in a lot of places. Not a bad thing necessarily, it's just like, yeah. He just tends to be in a lot of places.
Figured we had one more to go.
How did you know that?
Everything always comes in threes. Huh? We'll see.
Oh. I only noticed now that these lights inside them have different colors. What is wrong here? Why is it like... Oh, wait. I'm stupid. I'm supposed to stand here to the left. No, this one's gonna hurt. This one's gonna fucking hurt. Oh, shit.
Again?
Knew it. Oh, thanks Spitfire for the gifted sub to Imagine ECL. Well, thank you so much. And welcome in and enjoy your stay without pesky ads.
Whoa, felt that one whiz by. This is tricky. Go slow.
God damn. Let's get our head not chopped off.
Close, but not close enough. Okay, what next?
Which hit me? Going to blow those stupid statues up. Stupid fucking thing.
Okay. Am I okay? I'm okay. Making progress.
Seriously? God, I fucking hate this. work either. Oh, yeah. To be honest, he was rushing. I saw it. He was impatient. Tomb Raider doesn't like impatience.
This isn't too bad.
For fuck's sake. If you know Tomb Raider 2, it's a game that does not like to be rushed, especially if you don't know it well. I can rush it because I know it like the back of my hand, but I played it 1,000 times, and I do have a tendency of replaying every classic Tomb Raider at least once or twice a year, but rare.
That was close.
Exactly,
I think this
patience
is right.
and persistence. Yeah, that one's gonna hurt me too. For fuck's sake, I hate this riddle. I always remember the third one was a bitch.
Near miss there. Okay, what next?
I know I'm doing the same thing, but this isn't like I'm dying here. It's just like, it's just a trial and error. To get a bit more like bigger thread, like you can die because there is no threat here. I can do this all the time and it's not gonna kill me.
Close shave.
The riddle is you need to figure out the cycle of each statue as they move.
Onwards.
Because they will hit you.
That would have hurt.
Time you make a mistake.
Nearly there.
And I'm going to hit
Really?
that one. Well, I got to a further one, so yeah, Tomb Raider the different types of riddles. This one is like trial and error mostly, but if you like, you can track how they move. I can't be bothered. I'm just doing it at the same time every single.
Whoa,
Not
felt
in a
that one
hurry
whiz
anymore.
by. This is tricky.
Actually, it's not. Oh, that was a mistake. Not doing that. Fuck off. How does the game... Yeah, this is close in general. I don't know what's the pattern here. I really never figured it out. I just punched through and did trial and error. It doesn't kill you like... You remember the riddle in Uncharted 4 when you walk on the planks and some of them are rigged with explosives?
This isn't too bad. Little further. Okay. Am I okay? I'm okay.
How does this work? Fuck you! Which one hurt me? The problem with this riddle is that it doesn't show you which one hit you. You just get the damage marker and general direction, but it doesn't really show you if you have the wrong camera pan which one hurt you. So it's really hard to follow which one goes where.
Making progress?
No, we're not. Basically.
Looks like I got it. That was close.
Ah, made it.
All right.
Oh, fuck off, you stupid. I'm not impressed because I could do this a lot faster, but
Fresh air.
whatever. Freaking hate this riddle.
Finally.
Well, looky
What
here.
happens here?
What are you willing to bet?
Told you it's some kind of key.
Gold star for you. Now let's see what it does.
What is it? Ancient Hoysala jigsaw puzzle?
Actually, it is. Now that's what I call a riddle.
Of course. I'm making an axe. Nice
Hello.
to see you, Shiva.
Now what?
Now I guess we turn this crank and see what happens next.
Think it's safe?
You know that treasure hunting is not a good gig for the risk of us, right?
Neither is being a mercenary. Difference is when I pull the pin on a grenade, I know what's going to happen next.
My way's much more fun.
I love Chloe's approach here.
Did you hear that?
You feel that?
Chloe's definitely having like more fun.
Fraser, look at that.
The gate.
How about that?
Doors.
It's that massive relief we visited earlier. And you were worried that we were going to turn that crank and die.
Actually,
Guess it's good I've
not
got an
really.
archaeologist's
Going
daughter with
ahead,
me.
like,
It must have been fun growing up,
he
eh?
died so many times he got pissed off, and
It
then
had
he
its
went
moments.
off to practice other sections of
I
the
learned
game,
a lot.
which
Hoysala Empire was
kinda didn't not
kind of his
work
thing.
as well.
Took up a lot of his time, though.
Rob was kind of like very impatient,
Me,
hurrying
if I
up.
go digging for treasure, I better make a buck or two.
Oh, sure. I don't take big risks without a good payday.
I imagine so. Like running an army, huh? That's a big responsibility.
I mean,
Second
to be
nature.
fair, Temple of Xi'an
It's
is
my
a
father's
bitch,
company. He retired, I took over.
and he's challenging
Family
himself.
Hmm.
I know that it's
Made a real mess
probably
of it.
possible to like
What,
play
you
this.
should know? Heard you and
the
those
way he
Drake brothers are
tries, like-
close.
Can they shut up?
Yeah,
I
well,
like to be able to talk on my own stream.
conversation for
Do you
another
want me to
time.
mute them?
So, where to next?
There's the fort marked with a bow in the lake bed, and that fort sporting the trident above the waterfalls.
My God, this looks.
Suppose
so
I should have asked about the
splendid.
Drakes before I took the job.
Not much to tell. I know Nate pretty well, Sam less so. He seemed to just appear out of thin air.
Yeah, that's why he should just
Let's head
play
back
the
to the
game
car.
itself, just without those useless challenges, because they will annoy him and frustrate him. This isn't Tomb Raider 1. They really went over the top with everything, and a lot of things are very annoying from the start. So you need
Gotta
to
love
be
a
very
shortcut.
familiar with
Glad
with
we
the
don't have to
level.
go back the way we came.
I would have made you dodge the axes.
I know the level well, and I still don't feel confident enough to do no meds thing. I'll just let go. It's not even high. Yeah, exactly. It's not to be rushed. You need to have a lot of patience in TR2, and to be honest, speedrunning is the least useful method. Of course there's going to be a sliding section.
So, lake bed and waterfalls.
Roger that.
I'll have to come back to Tomb Raider 2. I stopped playing it at some point on stream, and I think I need to.
Hey, just so
play
you
it
know,
more.
Nathan Drake is no longer in the picture. You don't have to worry about him.
I had my concerns.
Why do you accept my offer?
I'm not one to look a gift horse in the mouth. Especially with everyone wanting to see me fall.
I hear that. But on the plus side...
Oh, there's a plus side?
Oh, when people have low expectations, it's much easier to take them by surprise. As far as I'm concerned, this business is tough enough on your own. You have to take any advantage you can.
You always worked alone?
Mostly.
How old were you when you started?
Young. Learned quickly enough I needed to let people think they were getting their way, and then I could get the upper hand.
Too subtle for me. I always preferred the direct approach.
Yeah, whatever works, I say. Hang on.
Very
Go on then.
interesting conversation. You know all the secrets. Well, meanwhile, I don't know.
Ah,
I don't think I
another
found
one.
all of them in every level. I think the last levels are like the least known to me. I know how to like go from point A to B, but
Really building up my calluses this trip. Good thing I packed my thinking cap. Similar to that lock mechanism I saw earlier, but a bit more involved.
what in the God's names is this?
Now we're getting somewhere.
Are we though?
Huh. Each dial rotates separately. I'll come back to you.
No, I need you to. Oh God, I don't know what to do. How do I? Yeah, I can't wait for all the LAU streams for Tomb Raider. No, I want you to remove both of them. Jesus. Oh, right. It can't. There's no room for it. Alright. No. I know how to do this. No, wrong one. God, this is confusing. That should do it. No. That's how
Come
you
join
do
in
it.
on the fun.
Oh, thanks for the follow. Welcome in, Imagine. Hope you're enjoying your stay. And if you ever feel like it, why don't you just drop in by Discord? Of course I'm mistyping. I do a lot of stuff out there. But that's okay. I mean, I'm just like... no, I don't think I've seen you in my stream before, so this was definitely your first visit, but that's okay. We will still family and we'll probably run into each other on either Rap stream or someone else's stream. For sure. Okay, we need to move this Pac-Man over here. And... no, wrong dial, wrong dial. Right. There you go. I mean, yeah. Totally. Because, you know, it feels difficult at the beginning,
Thanks
but
for
when you get a
waiting.
hang of it, it's so cool to actually do it. Here's the horsey's head. What's wrong here? Oh, of course. There we go.
As a wise old man once said, abracadabra.
No, that's alright. Yeah, meanwhile, I'm looking forward to Anniversary Legend and Underworld. I know for a fact of the full list of the people
I've got
who
your
are
brothers and
involved.
sisters waiting for you.
And I just can't wait, especially for Underworld because it's my favorite, and I think they're going to be showing off the DLCs. I'm not 100% sure, but there was talk about it, and yeah, I just so freaking love Underworld. I am streaming Underworld on Saturdays, by the way, so if anyone like feels like dropping by, I will be running it, or probably. I don't know what time actually, I forgot. I think I might have changed it to morning or like noon, but I might change it to afternoon because I think
Want
more
anything?
people will be
Another
available.
fabulous token.
Another fabulous token, alright. And I'm definitely, the day after the first stream, which is on the 27th, I will be playing the Underworld DLCs if I don't. Yeah, exactly. That's why, whether they're going to show them or not, I'll be streaming those DLCs. If I manage to finish the game this Saturday, I will probably stream the DLCs next Saturday, right after. I might even start them immediately after finishing with the main story, but either way, it's definitely going to be on my channel here and later on YouTube, because I'm uploading all of my stuff on YouTube as well. It's just archiving channel, so I don't care for subscriptions and everything like that, but if anyone wants to keep up with my previous streams, then that will be the way to go. By the way, is there something behind the waterfall? There's usually something behind the waterfall. Can I drive into that water?
Wait here. Sure, yeah. I'll wait.
Well, it's not Tomb Raider, so apparently there is nothing behind this waterfall. Meanwhile,
All
left
set.
it like this. Oh, that was a nice small little jump of the waterfall cascade. I wish Tomb Raider hubs felt like this. They were so unforced upon you that you can do whatever you like. They didn't have 5,000 collectibles and useless caches and all that kind of stuff. They didn't have the necessary grind. It's so much better when it's like this. So much better. I really hope they'll ditch the hub system, or like streamline it so it's less tedious and full of unnecessary
Coming.
collectibles
Copy that.
that are just extending the length of the game. But I mean, if Paititi had like half of the activities in it, just the DLC stories, it would have been fine. But they had like 5,000 things in it. Like,
All
just if it had only the challenge tombs and only the section where you can just the story-driven stuff, and no optional missions and not so many trinkets that you can find, I would have no problem with it. But because they
back in a second.
wanted
Copy
it to
that.
be so full of everything.
You trying to give away our position?
Yes.
Did I shoot all of them? I remember there was something about these bells.
Hello again.
That's alright. And don't be afraid, I have tons of commands. You can just drop in exclamation mark look.
Ringing the bell removed one of the bars.
Not one.
I think I heard that door open.
That's a very neat
Another Hoysala token for my collection.
riddle. I love it. That's what I love about Uncharted. It does riddles better than any other game of the source. Where's the car? How do I find the car? There was a function for it in Uncharted 4. Can't remember what it was. Oh, that's an elephant. I thought it was just a rock. What the hell? Flammable? There you are. I'm sure I've never found this one. The only thing lacking in it is a description what the hell this is, or like what the hell does she know, or thinks she knows about it. Like, the treasures in Tomb Raider make more sense. Finding them, they at least somewhat feel like an archaeological find. Obviously they're not archaeologists here, but still. Oh, is it that noticeable? Well, by default, when you're streaming directly from console, you have only 720p available for streaming. Because PS4, the base PS4 will not handle anything higher. Which is a pity, but that's how it is. I don't need another silenced pistol. They don't have a lot of ammunition. You can't find any on the game. Yeah, it obviously will be clearer because I'm just doing the same resolution the game is displayed on my TV. Because when I'm playing on TV, I have 1080p, and that's the native resolution for the game. The streaming, however, will not. The streaming software embedded in the console does not allow anything higher than 720p. Only if I had PlayStation 4 Pro allowed that, but I'm not getting one anytime soon. I need to even stop buying food for a while because, like, I'm getting my payday next week, like it's on Wednesday, and until then I'm like very short. But I'll manage. I did some shopping, so it should be good until then. Papa has food, so no worries there. And there is a light in the tunnel. I had a phone call from work today, which suggests that I might actually be moved to a different department and on a different salary and on a different work position. So yeah, that kind of is like promotion, I suppose. Like not a raise, but meaning it comes with a raise likely because there'll be base salary higher. But oh god, this is beautiful. Yeah, I think that they're not saying anything, but like Needy is getting moved to a different department, like in the middle of next month, with 4 other people who are like very knowledgeable, and 3 other people.
Excuse me a moment.
And we were already short-staffed and everything, and now my boss comes with a phone call today saying that HR came asking for someone, and there is also that guy from a different department asking if we have someone. Obviously, specifically asking for me because a friend in the company also like pitched in for me, and they're really desperate for new people in the department, so I might get moved over there. So yeah, there's been a lot of movement happening. Ooh. So I think like our contract it's a failure probably. Not by our fault by any chance. It's just like the contract was missed. It was hit and miss in the way it was organized. Mostly miss actually. So in the end, it turns out that it looks like they're either like restructuring this and starting over,
Hop in my pocket, little token.
Which is very unlikely for that kind of line of work. Or they're just withdrawing. Which feels more likely because the management has been very reluctant in doing the right things. Like they were deliberately trying to get rid of that contract. I don't really know. It's just very weird. Very weird, complicated corporation stuff that I really don't like to be involved too much. But it's very, very weird, and things have been happening in...
Priceless token? Well, maybe not priceless, a priceful token.
Everything's been happening out of a sudden. Like, there's no warning or anything like it. Just like, one day it feels like it's gonna be business as usual, another like... I don't really know. I mean, they've been failing to communicate a lot of things, including the stuff that they should communicate because labor law tells them to.
Might be more guys over there, yeah?
Very perceptive of you, Nadine. Very perceptive. So there's a difference between keeping things under wraps and like literally not communicating even stuff that they should. I think they're just not the right people in the position of management, but who am I to judge? I'm not a manager, so maybe I'm not seeing
Check
something.
it out. It's Ganesh's trident. Spotted
Anyway,
this on the
it's not
tower too.
important.
Ganesh, remover
Really
of
not
obstacles.
That's very good.
Oh, well. Figured if we were looking for his task, I should read up on him.
Okay,
Oh.
well, he's a good one to know.
Orange joined
You pray to
into
him
my
when you start
Discord.
something new or need to clear your mind of doubts and worry.
Ah, remover of obstacles. But why the elephant's head?
His father,
Oh
Shiva,
no,
gave it to him
Laurie's
Very
streaming.
thoughtful.
Why didn't she
after
say
Shiva chopped
so?
off his human head.
Oh.
Yeah, we've all been there, am I right?
That is so rude. I mean, I'm just joking, but if Laurie's streaming, I feel bad about streaming
No
myself.
telling how many men are in there. You ready?
Guess we'll find out.
I mean, yeah, just open Discord and I noticed the notification. I was like, Laurie, why didn't you say so? I would have started earlier. Uh-oh.
Not yet. Waiting on Cobra 8.
Hey, wanna know how many men are in here? All of them. They're all in here.
I've got your back. Let's just keep this quiet as long as we can.
Oh, I like this part, actually. The level structure actually allows for a lot of stealth options. If I don't fuck it up, obviously. Hello. Goodbye. Night night. Too bad there's no way to lure them into the grass. I could definitely use that technique from Assassin's Creed right now. Hello. Night night. God, all this vegetation just looks so real. So real, so nice. Can the music be less dramatic? I'm trying to be very quiet and the game is like making me nervous with all that music. No, up you go. There we go, this is the way. Hello.
What's that?
Yeah, I love Chloe. Oh, is that Nadine? Nice. Because I thought he was going to discover us. Finally, Nadine being useful. I absolutely love Chloe. I think she should, like, the next Uncharted game should focus on her. Like, I don't know, Solo, with Nadine, whatever. I just want more Chloe, and I love her mostly because of Claudia Black. I love her from Stargate. She also did a few other things that I've seen her in, and I absolutely love her as well. She's just an awesome actress. She's so down to earth, so normal, and yet she's still so cool. Hello. You know, it would have made sense if, like, Chloe would be teaching their daughter, but then again, I don't think they would allow her to be teaching their daughter. And I don't think she would like to be stuck with a brat, but I would definitely love Chloe. As we know from the ending of Uncharted 4, Nate and Elena were legit, so there's no room for Chloe in that story. Shit. Kiss my ass, you fucking piece of shit.
Open fire! They went around there! Check that area! Okay!
Thank you, the Gaming Kiddo, for dropping in. I really appreciate it. I hope you've been doing absolutely awesome.
Lost them!
I'm having a few days off, so I'm just enjoying myself.
Grenade! What? They are still here.
They are still here. Shit.
Hey, do you have anything? Negative. Oh shit! You got nothing.
Oh shit, you got nothing. I love their accent. I know I shouldn't make fun of accents, but this one is so adorably funny. I love how jumping on Shimmy is so easy in this game. Like in Tomb Raiders, ever since Underworld, it feels so clunky, so uninspired, and animation-wise it just looks bad. Which is sad because I love Underworld the most, but that game didn't have the best animation set when it comes to traversal on ledges and stuff like that. But when it comes to like fluidity of movement, yeah, there were lots of issues. I think Legend and probably Anniversary had like the best moveset that wasn't realistic, but neither is Uncharted, but it looks real enough and looks believable enough that you don't really care. Hello. Got strangulation for you. No. Yes.
That's it. The site's clear. Not bad, Fraser. There's hope for you yet.
Thank you. That was intense.
Okay. Shall we see about getting that gate open?
Good call.
I love that they're not super clean, like they get dirty and they get sweaty. Not many games actually show characters as human beings in terms of like sweaty. And if you notice, Chloe's hair got stuck to her face and to her neck. It just adds that little detail.
Okay, that's not it. No, this. What's the trick here?
What? Look like a button.
Yeah, I just wanted you to have a go at something.
Yeah, I'm sure that was it. Hello.
What's this? That's a good sound.
One of the spokes on the wheel just turned around.
Well, then we need to find the others. I've seen a couple of those things around. Oh, a fresh grenade. I need it. Gimme. 3 is always better than 2, I always say. Now let's see. One was somewhere out here. There you go.
And how about you? That's 2.
Hey, here's another. I'll get it.
Oh, she's so eager to play with this stuff. Oh, what do you know? There's one on the
Found you.
wall, actually.
Only one left.
Oh, look at this stream. I love this stream. It looks so real. It looks so good. Oh, grenade. I'll take it. Yeah, it feels natural. It doesn't feel forced. Nothing looks artificial. Like, they really try to make these ruins, even if they have white ledges, they try to make these ruins as natural and pristine and untouched by human hand as possible. And I really appreciate that, because that's how really it
Last
should
but not
look.
least. That should do it.
Okay, back to the big wheel thing.
Big wheel thing?
Big wheel thing.
Whatever the archaeological term for it is.
Big wheel thing works.
I love their, like, chatter in the game. It's really adorable. Big wheel thing. Nadine is being so herself. I love all of these ruins. And it's not even the graphics as an issue. It's just like they're using the engine in a very creative way, because it doesn't allow open worlds. It's not an open world, but they closed every location in a way that it feels like it's part of the huge thing, like the huge hub. But actually they're not rendered at the same time. They're literally doing a similar thing that people from Crystal are doing, but Naughty Dog is doing it better.
Okay.
You did it.
Goddamn right I did. Oh, come on.
Looks like we're going under.
Rightio.
And I love that the mechanisms fail like this. Uh-oh. Yeah, like this. Like the mechanisms fail, they feel like they've been age-old, not brand new, like they were built yesterday, that everything works. Even if majority of the stuff works, there's always some sort of natural-looking destruction. So much better than Tomb Raider did it in a few past games.
Now then, I'm guessing this one needs to look like a trident.
Good guess.
Yes, you're very perceptive, Nadine.
Oh, this one's a bit trickier.
This one's a bitch. Oh. Oh, hey Wayne, how are you doing? Is it not done yet? Oh, that's how it works.
It's Ganesh.
What have you been doing,
Hello, sir.
Wayne?
Right. Let's turn the water on.
Whoa, whoa. What's to say it's not different this time? What if it's fire or something?
You're messing with me.
I'm totally messing with you.
Oh, that's right. I saw you starting to play Assassin's Creed Valhalla. How'd you like it so far? I think the game is a
Here we
lot
go.
better than Odyssey.
What?
I'm a little disappointed.
Although it's a
it
bit
wasn't
too big
fire.
for my taste.
Another waterfall.
Yeah. It's 2 out of 3 now.
Ursula went to an absurd amount of trouble to hide the tusk.
Well, the tusk
Almost
was
7-hour stream.
the symbol of
Impressed.
Hoysala dominance,
I did
representing
quite a
their
long one recently,
wealth
but
and their might.
A nice trophy for the Persians.
Yeah. My dad always thought that the tusk was something even greater, though.
What? Your dad was after the tusk?
Oh, my dad was obsessed with it.
we've heard
He
that
spent
before.
every day
Spitfire.
and night researching it. All our money wasted on fruitless expeditions.
Heard that one before. So what came of it?
Funny, heard that one before. It's funny that they're just like
I don't
hinting
know.
to Tomb Raider every place possible.
Well, he sent me and my mum away. He said it was no longer safe. And off to Australia we went. And now here I stand on the outskirts of Halibadoo. That's pretty funny. And the last fort's resting in the lake bed. So that's the one with the bow.
At least your accent
Awesome
makes sense
view.
now.
Yeah,
Fraser's not exactly an Indian surname either.
it was my mum's.
What a view. Can I build a house? It will be just this square with windows, so I don't have insects coming in, and I'll just be looking at this. Can I have a house in a place like this? God, this looks so good. Totally forgot how well this game looks like. How do we get out of here if the other way through was blocked? Hello? Oh, this is closed. Oh, actually, it's not closed entirely. Alright, that's one way to do it.
Right.
All right, let's find a way out.
Oh yeah, the graphics
Last
on
one back to the
Assassin's
car
Creed
buys dinner.
Valhalla are
I
just...
brought MREs.
You're no fun.
MREs, is that military rations or...
Fraser, incoming reinforcements.
Figures.
Hello? Brothers, where are you? See? Do a sweep. Ross and Fraser might still be here. Come out! Show yourself! We know you're here!
Hey, that is not set properly.
Where did you go?
Hello? Anybody here? Is there anybody here?
Below us.
I know there's below us. I don't care. I am not focusing on what's below us. I'm focusing on the exit. Please, Nadine, do not distract me. Oh, I regained it. Okay, what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna try to descend it to the bottom try to hide in the grass, and then just try to outsmart them. Uh-oh.
Shit!
Uh-oh. Well, that didn't work. Plan B. Run. Run and shoot whatever moves.
Steady hand!
Will not stop us!
Egg on your face.
Egg on your face. Oh my god.
Put them down!
Oh, that's Nadine. I'm sorry, Nadine, that was not intended. Well, I am very sorry. I did not intend for any casualties. We are very sorry for all the
All right,
inconvenience.
we're clear.
For real this time.
You handled
Totally
yourself fine.
unexpected
considered.
encounter.
What things are those?
No real combat training.
Ah,
Slightly impulsive. Run around the field like a maniac. Need to learn what short, controlled burst means.
right.
And lost. Wearing red in a jungle combat scenario. I mean, seriously.
That was adorable. Nadine pointing out everything that she does wrong. Hey, thanks, Wayne, for the host. I appreciate it, man. Meanwhile, I hope the quality is better. I don't know if you've heard or seen, but I am actually streaming using Capture Card, which made it so much easier, so much better to stream from consoles right now. I so love it. And it wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't for Spitfire and a couple of other viewers, members of our Tomb Raider community, so eternally grateful. I'm so happy I can actually play those games the way I wanted to. Yeah, keep saying that. No one believes this. The middleman was the postman. Yeah, I mean, it definitely improves. I finally got like 1080p quality of streaming from consoles, which was something I always wanted to. Actually, no, the middleman was the lady in the post office because the postman wouldn't take the package with him. I had to go to the post office to pick it up. No, I don't like this weapon. Goodbye.
Just the one in the lake bed left.
So close.
So close. How can we just go through here? There's a stream going down. Let's see the map. I am missing... Oh, I'm missing a lot of those tokens, really. Oh, be glad that Polish post office didn't fail, because they are the one that can do folly. We don't have the best postal services,
Makes
to
more
be
sense
honest.
why Saul's after the tusk now. Figured he just wanted the money, like us.
He'll use it to rally people to his cause. Wave it in the government's face. Just like all the other times.
This has happened before?
Oh yeah. Ever since the young king lost to the Persians. Everyone's wanted to lay claim to it, to this land.
Here I thought we were just going on a treasure hunt.
We are. Let men like Asav fight over it. It's none of our concern.
Fighting wars was my concern for a time.
Good point. But you did it for the cash.
Uh-oh.
Usually.
Did we
What about
really
when you worked for
survive this?
Asav?
Definitely a cash grab. Hardly worth the trouble.
Ouch. Why do it then?
Needed to establish my rep, eh? Figured I'd start with the worst of the bunch.
Nowhere to go but up after that.
Watch it.
Persistent buggers. Still there.
Oh, apologies, that's my phone. I just had to.
Let's get a closer look.
By the way, did this actually play?
You stupid woman!
Yep, it works. I wasn't sure if I added this. Yeah, I have the Lady D notification for my mobile. I mean, not all messages, just a Signal. Because I use Signal instead of Messenger mostly. I don't like adding to Facebook. And Signal is much more private. Telegram is no longer a viable thing either because I know that it's been like flooded with people. I mean, Telegram is fine, but not many people like to use it. Anyway, yeah, that's one of my message notifications. That was stupid.
Man down here!
Man down here, but
We
he
are
doesn't.
not alone.
He sees the body,
the
but
area.
doesn't see Chloe. Yeah, that makes sense. I am sorry to say this, but I do not think that you are a very perceptive, very good guard. To be honest, you are very bad. You do not see very obvious things. You do not notice the very obvious stuff, and you are seeing things that are very much hidden. It does not make much sense. I'm afraid you need to go back to school and learn from your mistakes. Oh dear, he's coming over here. Oh no. This is no good. Where do I go now? Where do I go now? Anyone know? Oh, I don't know. Oh, he's gonna see me. He's gonna see me. Oh, this is so difficult. This is so difficult. Oh, no, 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 no. No, not gonna see me. Not gonna see me. Hello. Goodbye.
You have something, maybe.
You have something, maybe.
Go.
Look
I
around.
have this.
He has this. Okay, he's got this. Let's see what he's got. No,
Did you find
nothing.
something?
We are all clear.
It's clear. There's a dead body in the grass. It's clear. Oh, there's another one. There's another idiot standing right beside me. Didn't hear a thing. Their perceptiveness is of a blind man. Yet another blind man. Oh, he's very perceptive. That was a very close call. I will not do this again.
By the pillar!
Oh dear, let's not
We're
do this again.
Good.
That was not good. Anyway, I will stop mocking their accents and I'll just continue. I know it was cheesy. I'm sorry. I sometimes just cannot restrain myself. I hope no one took it as an offense. It's just I find their accents just so hilarious. I just can't. I'm not mocking any nationality, but these guys are just like over the top with their accents. I had to like spoof it a little bit. I just had to. Alright, let's see. Can we... I don't know. I've never I've spoken to an Indian person. I don't remember if they ever had accent like this, but... Oh, come on. You're not that precise. God damn. Grenade. Always this. Still got full ammo here, so I'm not gonna use this. Ooh. Another
That's a
breakable
good sign.
wall.
Literally.
Oh, there you are.
You've waited hundreds of years for me to find you.
No, thank you for waiting. We really appreciate it. And now let's move on. Pretty
After all
bird.
that, you find anything? Wait, don't tell me. You found another token.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding. Oh. Why am I looking at this? I don't care about it. Oh, and I'm not caring much about that cliff.
Beautiful out here.
Is this your first visit to India?
Yeah.
Not a lot of perks in this line of work, but travel is definitely one of them.
Where have you been?
Where haven't I been?
Whichever question works for you.
Well, I haven't been to the States.
Really?
Yeah, well, the stuff I'm looking for is usually old, right? The US was only founded a couple of 100 years ago.
Precisely.
What about you? Where do you want to go?
Iceland.
Nice choice. Beautiful there.
Well, it's quiet. Unspoiled. And I want to see those northern lights.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's on the bucket list too. You should go when we're done here.
Someday. Have other things to attend to first.
I have no idea what I'm doing. Maybe I should consult the map. Oh, I'm definitely going the wrong direction. For anything viable, I'm looking for all those tokens. At least I want to find those. Oh dear. The token is right next to the tower. How did I miss it that last time? There's no way up. Oh wait, there's something. Well, that looks promising. That should get me to the tower. This looks familiar. Familiar enough, anyway. Now, where in relation to this point? Oh, almost straightforward. Okay, let's go down. And oh, get lost, stupid rock, stone, whatever you are. How rude of you. It's really somewhere around here. Seems like it.
I'm just gonna take a look around.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out.
What's it gonna be? Well, I've tried to explore this, but there didn't seem to be like a workable mechanism. Oh, and
All right, let's see what you do. Oh, fountains. Not sure.
As long as it's not a bomb.
Don't think so. It's shut off. Okay, guess this is a thing.
Looks like a thing. Move.
That's another.
Nope. That must have been a painful fall. Excuse me.
Here for your amusement.
And I don't know where to find them. Well, one is there. I don't think I'll make it. This is timed and it probably requires precision, which I'm lacking today.
One to go.
Hurry! Hurry, the last one is just here.
Damn! Guess I wasn't fast enough.
Jesus, 1 second longer. Bitch. I mean, the riddle, not Chloe. Oh,
Now
there's
then.
an emblem of an animal here. Well, the game is a bitch, and Cloe is just a slow cow. Lara does that stuff a lot quicker. Nope. Can I reset it, please? Because I screwed it up. Right, let's reset it.
Oh, that reset the fountains.
Did it though? It turned them off. Okay, I don't need a camera to show me what's happened. I know what happens.
That's another.
That won't work. No, that was a very sloppy jump.
Got it. Still hear that sound. Is there another fountain? Ah, back to where I started now. Did it!
Alright.
Hey, fancy a ride in my pocket?
Alright, got it. Splendid. Let's be modest about it, shall we?
Excellent work, Iago.
Ah, go on.
No, really, on a scale of 1 to 10, you are an 11.
I always say I'm good at those games. Even though I'm not. So how are we standing map-wise? There's at least 3 left. They're all to my left side, so we need to leave through the left side of this structure. A narrow path that goes out. That's the one. I need to follow the lower end. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, hey, Commander Jainab. Saw a free guy yesterday. What do you mean, saw a free guy? Is that a film or something? I don't know. A film? Never heard of it, actually. Is that something new? Oh, shit. That would not be advisable. Haven't heard of it, but I'm very backwards when it comes to films. Honestly, I stopped following what's new a long time ago. I just don't have all this time, and when I'm having some free time...
I'm just going to take a look around.
Do what you have to do.
Oh.
Okay, let's do this.
Well, that was a very weird camera glitch.
Over we go.
Whoa, that was a close one. Oopsie. Sorry, Chloe, for hitting an invisible wall.
Of course. Nothing simple.
What would have happened if I had no grenades?
What have we got here? I'm taking you with me.
What sort of genre it is? Is it like an action film or something? I guess. Okay, so it's hard to define. How did this get here? Oh, there you are. Video game elements. They try to incorporate that kind of stuff into films, but God, these locks are sometimes hard. Finally, thank God. Oh! Well, that answers what would have happened if I run out of grenades.
Found anything interesting?
Had a little luck.
Nice work.
What a lovely location. Where's the other one? It's to my left, right in the center. Oh, there's a hole in the water.
I'm just going to take a look around.
All right. Bye for now.
Why did you take out the weapons? There's nobody here. Or is there? Hello, what have we here? Nice. An underground grotto.
Quite a few of you scattered about.
That's nice. I don't know the way to get out of here, but the same way we came. The only issue I have with Uncharted is that they completely forgot that underwater you don't look like you're wet. You don't shine like you're wet underwater. Yeah, I know, I'm trying.
Ferret out anything?
Found a little something.
Laka.
So one more here. I wonder what is that? Oh, I think that's the gate. Right, so before we press on to the one to the left, we'll go forward.
The Sovs boys are still hanging about.
Oh, well. Yeah, persistent little buggers. We shouldn't stay long.
Stop choosing the weapon I didn't choose for you.
Where did you put that token you found?
Hid it somewhere safe?
Did you tell us how?
No, I need to get something worthwhile out of this job.
Anything? Hey, do you hear me?
No, they cannot answer. Leave a message after the tone. The tone will be the sound of your broken neck. I hope I helped. Uh-oh. Okay.
All right,
Did that do it?
in the clear.
Let's have a look around.
Surprisingly, I did it.
Shit, nothing here. They must have beaten me to it.
Found anything?
Think Asav's boys grabbed it.
Well, they didn't get far. Maybe they stashed it somewhere.
I'm betting the box. Here we are. Ah, there it is.
And that makes 11.
Last one, right?
11 Hoysala kings, 11 tokens. Should we go visit that place with the monkeys?
Up to you. You're driving.
That's right. I am.
Now, where is that place with the monkeys? Oh no, don't tell me it's on the other side of the map. If I knew that, I would have probably taken a different route to get to all of those keys, and that won't be the first one, not the last one here. Oh well. Oh, shit. Don't fucking fall. Do we fall? Yep, we're falling. And we didn't die. Yeah, they definitely rigged the physics so you wouldn't be able to die, because that would be so easy with the structure of this level. And I'm not a good driver because I don't even have a driver's license, so I don't know how to drive a car properly. I'm just using the analog sticks in a way that it seems viable, but I don't even know how much that relates to driving an actual car. Whoa, no, not another cliff. Thank you, been there, done that. Do not wish to repeat that. And where's that bloody thing? Oh, it's just halfway there. Jesus. It's just gonna take another 5-7 years to get that. And then make it count for like next 4 streams before I just get this over with. Ah! Shit. Oh, I didn't know you can ruin those walls. Well, you learn a new thing every day, I suppose. Ah. I do enjoy driving this car, I just don't know how to do it because I'm not knowledgeable how you drive a car. Just in front of it, it's just behind this rock formation. Don't judge me too harshly, I just never had the need or the money to get a proper driver's exam, so I never bothered. Yeah, I suppose that's how
Shall
you
we?
become
Right behind you.
a road killer. My dad was like a truck driver for his entire life before he retired from that, and believe you me, that didn't look like you just put it in drive and floor it. Nope. Seemed a lot more complicated than that.
What's happening?
We got a prize.
Good neck scratch
A
for
very
the
nice
doggy.
prize indeed.
Wait, what did we get? Didn't get anything from here. But this was open just now. My fluff ball is so adorable when he wakes up and he just comes for scratches and he knows that he's time to go for a walk. He's so close. Yeah, we'll get out in a moment. Don't worry, darling. We'll be out and about very soon. Hello, monkey. Monkey family. What have you been up to, guys? How's it going?
The grey langurs. I like the way their faces are ringed with hair. Whoa, hey!
That was amazing.
God.
By the way, you totally make pictures, which she then can review. Oh, hey, Rap. How's it going? How are you feeling today? Did you sleep well? Just woke up. Well, you did have a nice and very long sleep, haven't you? No, no, not the creepy Lara smile. Jesus Christ, this is so terrifying. Oh, I'm just joking, I love it. Oh, so you're up for quite a long time after you ended your stream. I thought you were going to sleep straight away. Well, who put all those redeemables there to annoy him? You know, if you need to practice, Don't leave those out just lying there, just looking at us, asking us to use them, you know. Just don't do that kind of stuff.
Let's get out of here.
Thank God you didn't
Fraser.
do any...
Need to ask you something. It's important.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You and Nathan Drake. Professional relationship?
Mostly professional.
Oh, God. How? How?
Hey, you're not one to talk about questionable choices, mate. A Sav? And that other one, the trust fund brat?
They weren't a choice, they were means to an end. But Drake,
He wasn't so bad.
I mean, she just thinks he's so clever.
Oh, he's incredibly irritating. Impossibly so, but he's charming in his own way. And it was fun, while it lasted.
That's all one can ask for, I suppose. But I have to ask. Did you two take turns talking, or did you just talk over each other?
I had to try a jump. Actually, it worked. Where do I go? Because I'm kind of lost here. No, I need a map. Why are you giving me the phone? I need the map, piece of... okay, so I need to go forward. I need to take the bridge and then the left turn. Alright. Doable. Quiet. Totally non-driving person driving here. Get out of my way or you'll die. And you'll become another roadkill. Ah! Shit. Or I'll just become a roadkill myself. And first left. And go here. Whee! I find it funny. I find fun in driving like a maniac. Oh no, that's not the way to go. Jesus, Popper, you are so impatient today. Yeah, you smell the fact that your daddy's not working and he's just doing the leisure stuff, and you can demand all you want. Suppose we could drive over there. Look at all these flowers. This is so gorgeous. Whoa, don't hit the fucking wall. Jesus.
Shit,
Come
the site's
on.
compromised.
Just when I thought it's gonna be easy and fast. Is it though? Gate's not opened. Still can use the winch. It's not compromised. Well, they must have entered through a different way, because that doesn't seem like they've chosen to go through here. Musiał przestań robić spaniela. Oh my god,
Once
I just
more,
saw my
with
dog
gusto.
right now. It's making those big adorable eyes because he wants to go out. He's so sweet and adorable.
Here we go.
Yes,
Hey,
you are.
I'll take care of this one.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ, he's so fucking adorable. Dogs know that they're adorable. They are so aware of it. Oh, Fluffo, you were so sweet.
Yeah, see? I know how to drive.
Oh
Sure,
my
in
god,
reverse.
those
You're welcome.
huge, shiny eyes just look piercing through you. You are too cute for your own good. You know that. You know that. Yes, you know that. No, Daddy's gonna end soon. It's not like you've been away from outside for hours. You came at 7 PM. It's 10.
Now where do we go?
It's 3 hours later. Can you get
go up.
yourself sorted, Fluff?
Wish I'd brought my gloves.
Nice to be out of that shithole finally.
Oh, sure.
I was starting to think the boss was all talk.
I'd watch your mouth.
Sorry.
Soon it won't matter. Once we have the task, the people will follow like sheep.
Yeah, even the mighty Indian army will tremble.
I can't wait.
Hey, who's there? It's Fraser!
Nadine, move!
You. It's very rude to shoot someone standing next to you 5 meters away.
That's it. We're clear.
Probably
you
alerted
go.
the others.
Can't be helped. Come on.
Oh God, is that jump even viable for a human being without
on the
ripping the
mountain!
fingers
Here
off?
come the others.
At last, you fucking... I know you're there. Why do you bother?
Good work.
Jesus. Jesus, shove that stupid rifle up your ass, you moron.
Okay. We're all clear.
Won't be the last of them. There was a big truck parked out front.
We'll keep our eyes
Asshole.
open.
We'd better. We'd walk right off a cliff.
You do have a sense of humor.
Would have preferred a head start over a Sov.
Not much we can do. Besides, doesn't matter who starts, only who finishes.
Fair point. Think Asov's men know what they're looking for?
Not from what I can tell.
Good. Happy to have one advantage at least.
See that?
Looks like another faucet.
Let's find a way up.
Oh, the stairs are gone. That doesn't seem like a viable route.
Follow me! Nadine, more friends up ahead.
They don't know we're here. Good.
Amazing, all things considered.
Well, they're just stupid, so they're not aware of our presence here. Works for me.
What the?
Oh shit, they've made us!
Not anymore. I wish Tomb Raider was like this dynamic and full of options. Damn, I don't have any pistol ammo. Damn.
It's a shotgun.
Oh no, it's a shotgun. I don't care if it's a shotgun. All I carry can be using a child's spattle for... Could be using a tablespoon. I don't fucking care.
Oh shit!
Hey, well,
Son of a bitch!
and that about covers it. What? More of them? Really? Fuck off.
Alright. Are we clear?
Ah, so there was just one bitch more
Good.
left.
Good to be clear.
Let's press on.
Just what I was gonna say.
Oh Jesus, that rope mechanic is so wrong on so many levels. I mean, it's fun when it works, but this level has definitely not been designed for that kind of acrobatics. What do we have here? Well, better a silenced pistol than nothing, although 13 bullets is a joke. It's supposed to be a supply crate, not joke crate. Anyway.
Our spigot is right on the other side of this gate.
We need to get this gate open.
I'll head back to the crank. Here we go.
Look, it's opening that gate.
Perfect.
Well, that's what it was supposed to do, I suppose.
That should do it.
Made it! Oh, shit!
Whoa! Well, you made it across at least.
Sorry. I'm sure you can find your way over here.
Oh, definitely. Figured you'd want to take the easy way over.
Oh, please. Show me how it's done.
Watch and learn.
Oh, their conversations
pardon?
are adorable.
Doing all right?
Fine. Just don't get started without me.
Sure. Wouldn't dream of it.
Okay, guess this isn't the way in.
Oh, there you are. Having fun?
Just like the monkey bars in primary school.
I'd say this looks safer than the playground at my school.
Nearly there. Made it.
I'm impressed.
You're impressed. I'm tired. Let's get this done.
Oh, Chloe, you're adorable. I just love you so much. I wish Laura was like this.
So, this will be a bow. Oh, what the hell? That's not fair.
Not that bad.
And look at that.
Parashurama. Come on, let's get this over and done with.
Hey, beautiful Anubis. Welcome in. Hi.
Whoa!
Oh, shit. We broke.
See? I told you it was dangerous. You hurt.
Just my dignity.
Welcome in. I hope you're doing absolutely fine. Is it a morning to you, or an early afternoon, or like a midday? By the way, if anyone hasn't, please do follow. Beautiful Anubis playing Uncharted series.
Heavy water.
Now moved over to Uncharted 3. I like that one. I like the desert sections especially. But this,
And
I
now
did
that's
remember
3.
there was a ship section when you saw a ship during sinking. That was amazing.
You know,
I
you're
have to
pretty good at this
replay it at
ultra
some point.
thing.
I'm a quick study.
One question though. I reckon that you could pretty much do anything you want. Why are you so keen to get Shoreline back?
Seriously?
Getting ready for work. Okay, I understand
My
it.
partner turns my own men against me. My lieutenant makes off with the bounty. Nathan and Samuel Drake get off scot-free, and you're asking why I want Shoreline back.
Yeah.
It was on my watch.
So just
I
ambition
lost it on
thing.
my watch. Alright, what the hell is that thing you keep playing with?
It's my stress toy. It showed up in the mail a few weeks after we got to Australia. All right, we better get a move on. We don't want Asav to get ahead of us. You know, I've had my fair share of screw-ups. You just pick yourself up and move on.
I don't like to fail.
No one does, love.
Let's find a way to get back down to the car.
Sounds good.
Well, I'm not getting down through here. What about here? Oh, this is open now.
This is open now.
Oh, thanks, Chloe. I'm doing fine. Actually very close to finishing the stream, actually. Whoa, where do I even... Oh, okay, over there. I just need to open a one particular door, and I'll finish for today, because I still want to, like, watch a film. I need to, like, take my dogo out, so that's happening too very shortly. I like to play this in an episodic format, because I don't want to, like, end with this game, because I could end it probably in a day. Like a 7-hour stream would probably do it for me, but I don't want to, like,
look, for what it's worth,
waste it.
it's your
like
kick-ass reputation
enjoy it,
that got you this job.
especially the way
Plus,
the game
I figured you could use the money.
You're not wrong.
Honestly, though, it's actually nice working with a woman for a change.
Too right. Not many of us out here. This one arms dealer demanded to speak to the man in charge, then tried backing out when I informed him I was running the show.
What did you do?
Broke both his legs.
You're not kidding.
Just trying to level the playing field.
Oh, don't cross Ross.
I should put that one on my business card.
Yeah, that sounds
Can't you just walk
catchy.
away? Just be done with Shoreline?
I was born into it. I don't have a choice.
My dogo is a mix.
There's always a choice.
If you ever want to look and see what my dogo is looking like, best way to go is to my Instagram, because I can say he looks like a German Shepherd, but is he? I mean, maybe partially, but he's a mixed breed. He's not like pure breed of anything. He's from a shelter. I got him out of there almost 4 years ago, say for a month.
Here we go. Shall we?
And we're bonded ever since. He's just been begging me to go out straight away a few moments ago. Yeah, I think that will be a beginning of a chapter once I turn this crank.
Should we dance?
Try not to break it this time.
Sassy.
But I also like to showcase some nice locations, and this looks amazing.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Can't say I was expecting that. You ready?
Yeah. Just, taking it all in.
Look at all this fog. One-way ticket then. Oh my god, look at that.
Oh my god.
Will you look at that? Oh, this is brilliant.
Welcome to downtown Halabadoo.
Downtown. Really?
Last known resting place. The Tusk of Ganesh.
Spectacular.
Huh.
What?
Doesn't it look like there's a dam or something between the two Ganesh statues?
Must have been eroded by the falls.
So how do we get in?
Hang on. Yeah. Look at the crown. It's not wear and tear.
You're right. Maybe it was a watchtower?
Bet that's how the Persians got in.
Oh, I'm starting to remember what's after.
I have heard about this place for so long. I can't believe I'm actually looking at it.
You should take a picture. Send it to your dad.
Great idea.
What? You one of those cultures who can't work a computer? Just take the picture. Show it to him in person then.
No, it's just a few decades too late for that.
Yeah, my understanding is that her dad is gone.
Look,
Oh, God, please, no. It's fine. Shall we, head over to Halibadu?
Yeah. Come on.
That should be in next chapter. Chapter 5, The Great Battle. Mind you, this is not a battle we're going to see. I mean, witness or take part. It's a battle that took place. But without spoilers, this is where we're gonna end, because Jesus, the best place to end is when you've accomplished a lot, and then you've got an incredible view, an incredibly beautiful location to explore. And I've got to admit, they really went over their heads with creating this. This is so incredible. And you know, the way this looks from the distance...
Oh my God.
I'd say this is believably something that from a satellite point of view would not look like a structure. They are monumental, but because of the growth and the way they've been weathered, I think it's still believable to look like something from top that's just rock. So unless you come here, you don't see what it is, and I think it's actually viable. Because there's a lot of places in video games where you just see something, you would see this from high up, and it would probably look like, give it away that it's a monumental ancient structure. This is believable because all the overgrowth and the water. I doubt it will look from above like a man-made structure anymore. I mean, not after all these years. Right. Anyway, this is where I'd like to finish because I want to take my popper out. I did not want to shoot Chloe. Thank you. Also, you've got the wrong weapon.
Their work still stands, but they're gone.
Thank you for dropping in. I am
people and not make such an inviting target.
Shut up, Chloe. I am thinking about doing a writing stream or something like it. I don't know when. Still thinking about it because there's still something I need to write into the document, the text I've been writing last time. But I'm thinking about it, and it might happen sometime in the nearest week future. Yeah, always a great time to have you here, Spitfire. Oh, apologies for my yawning. I need to make another tea and wake up a little bit. But yeah, thanks for dropping in. Really appreciate you guys for being here, even for a brief moment, or just in general. We'll see you again, if not tomorrow, then definitely on Friday. Oh, I'm glad to have you actually here today. You're always welcome in, and I am usually streaming on afternoons, except for these 2 weeks when I'm streaming in very weird hours, and it's because I'm on holiday and I can. But yeah, you're always welcome, and if you can't catch me live, there's always my VOD section, and I do have a YouTube channel. I'm not asking for subscriptions because I'm not monetizing the video channel. The YouTube channel is only strictly for archiving because I don't want to lose my streams, and that's why I'm uploading them directly there. So if anyone wants to watch them at a later time, either here or the same quality, usually the few hours after the stream it's ending on on YouTube. So yeah, thank you for today. I will see you next time, and when we're setting up for a raid, because it's the best way to pass along the people of
Warning. Self-destruct sequence has been initiated. Warp core overload in 4 minutes, 55 seconds. There will be no further audio warnings.
Actually, the warp core overload will happen sooner than that.
Warning. Self-destruct sequence has been initiated. Warp core overload in 4 minutes, 55 seconds. There will be no further audio warnings.
No, that needs to be edited straight away. But yeah. Anyway, I was thinking about raiding Laurie because I think she's still on. Yep. So the raid goes through. Thanks again. I will see you next time. And until then, there will be one more audio warning. No, there won't be. But yeah, thanks guys again. Have a great afternoon, evening. Have a great work, beautiful Anubias, and I hope to see you guys next time. Until then, take care of yourselves, stay safe, and as they say in Star Trek, live long and prosper.